Yo, welcome back. This is Stu42 with another Minecraft episode. Today, what are we doing today? Today we are going to go into Novice Thaumaturge. So we did a little bit of this a while back and we ended up killing the Naga, which was very handy because we need some scales. But we couldn't really get to the first wand. Impregnated Stick we couldn't quite get. The iron caps, yeah, iron caps pretty easy to do, just a bunch of iron. And yeah, there's the Naga scales that we got. Aluminium screws were the thing that we were sort of held up on, and now that we've got ourselves our blast furnace, we can make those 4 aluminium screws pretty easily, and the iron capped wand, and hopefully this will start unlocking a bunch of stuff. So what we're gonna do, let's throw 2 of those in there. I think the rest have to go in there. Throw those through. Excellent. So we'll make these. We're going to need to make these into what a file and a hammer. Yep, there's one ring. The one ring. Nothing to do with Lord of the Rings though. And the other thing we're going to have to do is get the impregnated stick. Now, impregnated sticks are actually going to be really easy for us to make. And one of the things I have done in behind the scenes, let's just run out here. Now, each impregnated stick takes 100 seed oil. Now, I've been growing these. Now, it looks like nothing is ripe on them, but the trees have at least grown with some cherries. I'm wondering, did I leave any cherries over there on my... Oh! Ouch. On my neighbour's... There, that looks like some cherries. So each one of these cherries in a... either a squeezer or a fluid extractor, I believe, will give us 45 seed oil. So once again... Cat's gonna watch the video. Thanks, Cat. Stealing your stuff again. So we'll use these cherries. I've got a fluid extractor and a carpenter set up already. So one of the quests I did while we were off is down here in... No, not cooking, farming, fishing. Forestry and farms. I did this one, the carpenter. So nothing too crazy. We had already made the sturdy casings. We've done all these before. Cooper and nickel we've done as part of our blast furnace. So we know all this stuff already. So I did that blast furnace quest in between last time and this time. Now we're going to need to cut 8 of those. Should be fast. There's 2 of those. Let's just make sure that's shut. Now we have 8 cherries. So let's run over here where we've had a bunch of this stuff going. So what I've done is I've rerouted, so you can see in the bottom there is the pump which runs into the pipes that I did previously run over the top to these. I've now run them underneath where I've got another little floor, and that runs over also to this diesel generator. Now I've just got this one generator here powering a battery buffer that has 4 small lithium batteries in it. That's just to give me the 4 amps I need. Well, potentially 4 amps I need. We've got a fluid extractor. We're going to need to make sure that the output is that side. Yep. We're going to need to make sure fluid auto output is on. We should be able to throw 2 of those in there and it'll give us 90 seed oil. Not quite enough. Let's just throw another one of those in. 135. 1 stick. 100 seed oil. Impregnated stick. Awesome. 35 left over. We could probably... yeah, might as well throw them all in there. So, where are we at? We are at, Novice Thaumaturge. So we have the Impregnated Stick, we have the wand caps, we have the Naga scales. 4 aluminium screws is all we are missing. So let's, now I have a bunch of aluminium, so I've been smelting bits and pieces of aluminium as I go. We've got a few there now. We can put that in there. Actually, we only need 2 of these. Now, also while we're waiting, we need the Naga scale, which I put here. We only need 2 of them. There's 2 of those. Four of them. Man, I cannot wait. I think after we've done this little bit of magic, complete. Yep, after we've done this bit of magic, we might have to start the MV tier, because there are some things like extruders and stuff that will be actually, that is, oh no, there, Naga scales there, 1 cap's there. Iron capped wooden wand, my first wand, and we get some uncommon treasure. We can spawn an ocelot twice, 2 of them actually. So let's claim that. Hurrah, we've opened some more stuff up. So let's just make sure that my spawn ocelot is in there. We'll throw all of those in there as well. The treasure in there. Yes, I know you guys that keep commenting on my thing. I'm gonna need to do something with my loot bag soon. Hopefully, there's just too much to do. Too many other things I'm interested in doing in this pack. Alright, so we've got an iron capped wooden wand. Now, what else do we need to do? Let's just zoom in a bit. There we go, that's a bit more visible. So, we need infused stones, not for soup, and the Tome of Knowledge. The Tome of Knowledge, this is going to be really important to get. So we may as well get the Thaumometer. Lazy and don't have a wand, so enchant a book with your wand, so to keep track of your programs. You should probably try that on a bookshelf. Right, now did I have a bookshelf? Didn't I have one? Yes, I had some. Where am I going to do my magic? Okay, I'm going to need to make myself a magic room at some point. For now, let's just throw it on the floor. Right click, and we have ourselves a Thermometer. Fantastic. Some more treasure. Some more Dark Wizard things. Cool, claim that. Tables to work on. Awesome, 3 tables. Yeah, we're going to need to make ourselves a spot. Infused Stone. Wow. It's time to go mining. So, regular amounts of magic. So, we would have seen this. Now, when I went through the Twilight Forest, I actually found some of these. So, I think I found... that's interesting. We've got our, up in the top left, you can see our wand stats. Now, when I kill things, now there'll be extra bits of Essentia that drop, and this will gradually recharge the wand. Very, very slowly, albeit, but it will recharge the wand. Now, in here we have... where are we? There we go. So we've got 3 Terra already, 39 Peridita already. And then we've got, yeah, maybe nothing else just yet. I did find some stuff in there though, so we're going to have to go through to the not Nether, to the Twilight Forest, and do a bit more mining. So what I might do, I will go and do that because it is very, very boring going and doing all that mining, and then we'll get some of that, not for soup. A cauldron. Get a cauldron and give it a whack with the wand. Do I have a cauldron? You know what? I do have one up here that I can probably just use. So there's a cauldron. So it's not going to let me do that unless I place it and whack it with a wand, break it again, detect. No, I think it wants me to make a new one. Oh, it's a crucible now, right? Okay, so we can't turn this back into a cauldron. All right, so I'm gonna have to make some iron plates and actually make myself a cauldron. But I will go away, I'll do the cauldron, I will find some stones, the tables. Yeah, pretty easy stuff. Iron screws, some of those. So I might make those tables as well when we come back. And then we'll see where we open up, hopefully we'll start getting some more of the interesting things. And I may start work on some sort of wizard tower or mage's tower or something. I'm not quite sure where we're going to put it though. Maybe it's time to get rid of these wooden trees and build... Yeah, maybe we'll build a building off this side actually. We'll extend this out into this thing here, and we'll build a magic area under here, and I'll chop down these wooden trees, chop down those slime trees, and this can be our little magic area. Cool. Alright, I'll be back in just a moment. So I am back, and I've done, ta-da, a bunch of stuff. So yes, I did end up removing that hill. I've thrown this extra room off to the side here. There's not a lot in it yet. I have found that putting these drying racks above the windows stops the vines from going down any further, so I've managed to get the vines covered a bit more. I mean, it looks okay as a covering. It's sort of a double purpose because it not only looks, well, not terrible, but you can climb up it, which you've obviously seen me do a few times. I've also tried this door here, which is kind of cool, a wooden glass door. Pretty easy to make and kind of funky the way it does that. Now, what else have I done in the break? Okay, so I made the extra cauldron. That was just the cauldron. Don't know why the first one was breaking it. And tables to work on. I've got 3 tables. Now, is to get ink. The essentia in those roses might be useful. Okay, so I have no idea how to do that. These tables we're going to have to use for something now. I vaguely remember them being used for... So let's go over this far side. Table. Now, where's my wand? Okay, so that makes that table. Right, so we do 2 that way, and then we need a axe. Awesome, and we can make a wand for that at some point as well. Now, it's all coming back to me. So, the Thaumometer should actually have told us a bunch of this stuff. So, in the basic information here, we can look down to research. Before you can do research, you need to make the workbench. Okay, this is the pattern for that. The workbench, we're going to need glass file, a feather, and ink. Cool. Glass file is made with a rubber round and a glass bottle. Now, I think I've got some glass bottles. Yes, I do. Rubber rounds, on the other hand, I've got rubber chips. Rubber round is made from... Yeah, so we could make it with the... Actually, that's probably the best way to do it, the round mold, which is made with a file cast and hammer to the side. So let's go for the file. I've had to move a couple of things around. Oh, I don't have any spare ones of those. Alright, that's gonna have to wait for now, in the interests of being quick. So we want a file and a hammer. Grab 2 of those. We can at least get 2 of these glass files. Feathers. Got heaps of those, and ink sacs. Got heaps of those. So we're probably only going to want to do 1 of these. Maybe scribing tools. Now, if I remember correctly, if I throw the scribing tools down on the bench, hurrah, and it's around the wrong way. You know what? I don't care. It's going to be like this for now. Cool. So now we can do the whole researchy thing. We're going to need... Oh, we are going to need another one of these scribing tools. So scribe, feather, that. Now the second set is so that we can get research on these things. So we need scribe tools and paper. I think I've got a bunch of paper there. So now what we can do is do the usual thing, which is click, click, and now we get some research notes. And the fun begins. This is the most boring part of here. So we don't even know what these are yet. So there's not much point in doing a bunch of that until we've made our thermometer, 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 however you want to pronounce it, because that will give us more aspects. This one. Yes, so we are going to need the diamond lens. So the diamond lens is going to be made. Ooh, we can make it in a lathe. All right, so we need an exquisite diamond or a diamond plate. Now I actually think, luckily, I do. Now what else do exquisite diamonds get used for other than crazy crafting, breaking down, mysterious magnet for magic bees, diamond shards, oh, blood diamond, tier 4 though, we're not going to be there for a while, energy blaster, blood magic's not going to be there for a while. Yeah, I can't imagine we're going to use this, so let's just use one. Let's throw that in the lathe. Now that's likely to take 2 minutes. Alrighty, cool. So while that is happening, so we're going to need to make this in order to scan a bunch of stuff as we do, and we're going to need to figure out what the umbral rose bush is all about. So I'm guessing tinkering, awesome. So many things to do, so I'm gonna have to do a bunch of this stuff off camera. Yep, Nitor and Aluminium, Gadomancy, no, I haven't got any of that yet. Some bee stuff. Oh, right, he came through. There's a hole in the wall here, this block is missing, and that's because I once appeared out of the portal standing in the middle of the wall and it was just dark and I was taking damage, so I got rid of that block. You know what, let's put it back while we're here. Now the other quest I haven't done for the Terra and the Perditio and all those bits and pieces is because I've tried. Like, I have been all through Twilight Forest. I have tried and tried and tried to find the bits and pieces that I need, and I can only find Terra, Air, Perditio, and Ordo. I can't find anything else. Well, Thaumic bases. This is new. I haven't looked in here before. Exploration, cool. Rings, Energistics. Yeah, I don't think we need that for a while. Horizons, Warp Theory. Iron Omni-2, Diamond Chainsaw. Electric Magic Tools. Cool, so I don't know. Yeah, okay, I'm really gonna have to do all the scanning and stuff. It's gonna be fun. Alright, so where are we at? We are at getting the mold and throwing that in there for the gold. We're going to need a bunch of shards. Now, where are we going to get the shards from? Right, so this is where we are going to need to find the infused stones. So this is going to take a while, a whole lot of while. Alright, so in the interests of getting this episode finished, I will make an effort to make sure I go through back to the Twilight Forest and keep mining, and try and find the rest of these things. Terra, heaps of Terra, 40 air, heaps of Perditio, because Perditio and Terra are the top layers. And then Ordo, yeah, a little bit Ordo, because Ordo and air, the layers below. Right, so I'm going to need, and what are the other ones? Oops, wrong one. So Aqua, only Aqua and Ignis. So really, I'm only trying to find Aqua and Ignis. Oh, that's not too bad. So there's literally one one sort of vein that I've left to find. Cool, well that makes me feel a little bit better. Alright, I'm going to make a chest. I'll throw some of these magic things over there in a chest, and then we'll go mining in the Twilight Forest again, and hopefully I'll be able to come back and we can get a couple of these extra things done and make it a little bit further in Thaumcraft. I'll be back in just a moment. So look at all of these beacons. I have spent a lot of time. This is the Twilight Forest, and we're getting towards a ridiculous amount of bookmarks again. I did finally manage to get all the way down here an Aqua and Ignis vein. Finally, I have a bunch of stuff in here now, including a bunch of Aqua and a bunch of Ignis, as well as, oh, not that backpack. Yeah, tons of Aqua by the time I got down to the Ignis. So what I'll do is, now that I've got that, I just thought I'd come back and show the effort that went in. It took quite a long time to mine all these, and I died a ton of times with running into various spawners and things. But never mind, we got there in the end. So what I'll do now is I'll run back to base. I'll process a bunch of this stuff so that we can make ourselves the Thermometer and get each of these shards. I'll process it. Yeah, I don't know whether we'll go for the sifter or the autoclave. Sifter seems like a reasonable, yeah, maybe the sifter. We'll see how we go. Anyway, I'll process a bunch of these shards and then we'll come back, make the Thermometer, and see where we go from there. See you in a bit. Well, now this has taken quite a while again. We are just sifting the last bits of the shards that we need. I have a bunch of stuff over here already. Oh my gosh, look at that. So we have some air shards, some fire shards, some order shards, some entropy shards, earth shards, water shards, and hopefully with that, yay, we can complete that one finally. So common treasure, some more coins, let's claim those. Oh, and we have unlocked a couple of extra things. Now, combining 6 primal aspects in a crucible, you're able to make balance shards. Excellent. You can grind them up for Salus Mundus, which is actually crucial, absolutely crucial. Sure, balance shard. That was a bit of a weird thing. So you can make it from the comb, or right, so we're going to need to start doing all of this stuff. So we can throw a shard in there with one of the other, each of the other shards, and that'll, yep, and that'll make ourselves a balance shard. What else do we need to do from here? So we need to make our Thermometer. So the 2 gold items and the diamond lens. Let's grab the diamond lens and grab all of those. I need to put a crafting table through there. Let's go there, there. Now, do they matter which position they're in? Apparently not. Apparently they do. So we've got air, fire, water, earth, order, air, fire, water, earth, order, entropy. There we go. Cool. Ding. Shift right click on the crafting station. To understand this, you need to study man. So here we go. We are gonna, oh, discovered a clue to new research. Excellent. We've discovered Lux. Fantastic. So now we've basically got to do all of this sort of stuff. Run around, scanning everything. It's pretty, oh, you need to study plants. Grass block. You need to study the sources of life. Water. There we go. Water. Do we get sand? Yes. Can we get grass yet? No. Sources of life. Alright, so I'm going to need to run around and do a bunch of... No, you need to study things that move. Yeah, so I'm probably going to need to do trees and a bunch of other things. So I am going to probably do that in between this episode and the next couple. I've done plenty of Thaumcraft videos in the past, so I don't think I need to do too much of that this time around on camera. We can now, though, finally go through and actually, now that we have... Yep, so we're discovering some more of these things here, which means that when we get our research notes for. So let's choose advanced node tapping. Still question marks on that one. Research expertise would be good. Ah, yeah, cool. So we've already got the Lux there. So, and this is a long and really, really boring process to get these together. But I will do that off camera. So I think that is all for this episode. Yeah, I mean, we could do the crucible thing, I guess, and make some shards. But like I said, I've made them heaps of times in the past. Thaumium. Do we have a way to create thaumium yet? And if so, it doesn't look like it's going to be in here. Nope. Yeah, so thaumium is going to be in here somewhere, no doubt. Thaumaturge. I can never remember where these things are. But we can at least start doing... Oh, hungry chests, cool. Also magi. Tinkering, no, nothing there. Look for electromagic tools. Yeah, that'd be kind of cool to do, I guess. So, epimancy. Machina? Viz studies? Yeah, maybe. Maybe behind some of those. Now, I've just noticed... Yeah, we don't need the terminals yet. Shard transmutation. Cool. I've just noticed this. Wow. There's now a witchery section as well. The blood magic section. Ah, so this is how we make the blood altar. Oh, and a special New Horizons one. So, warp warnings. Awesome. Now the brewing stand. Now, interestingly enough, the brewing stand was one of the things that I mentioned in a previous episode. Because the brewing stand... The brewing stand is required for the brewing machine. Wowzers. Okay, so that's going to take a little while, and we're going to have to discover some more stuff. So I will do that. Well, somehow over the next few episodes, I suspect. I'm going to have to probably take a break from Thaumcraft in terms of videos while I catch up on some other stuff. I want to get started on the MV tier. There's a couple of other bits and pieces that I wouldn't mind making some episodes on in the meantime. And this Thaumcraft stuff, as I said, just takes a lot of time. So I'll be doing this sort of constantly in the background and gradually filling in the research notes. But for now, that is going to be all from me. So as always, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.